Yo, what is up, my wolf pack? It's Alpha the Wolf here, and I got the Binding of Isaac Rebirth gameplay for you guys in the background. And I just won't be forever, just so I can save up some money to buy some other game. But today, I got for you guys a life story, and it's about the time I met a dumbass cop. You'll hear, uh, fuck, you'll know what I mean in a bit. Alright, so I was with a couple of my friends, the niggas. And I won't give out names for obvious reasons that you'll soon find out. But we were heading to the plug's house. And he's a chill dude. So, he had us on a free smoke out every once in a while. So, we got there and we always wait for him in the garage. And in his garage is his uncle's car. And that's what we usually hotbox, or what we usually hotboxed, past tense. And yeah, so I waited for one of my friends to text him, tell him we were outside, and we were just chilling, and the car, and we had a good gram on us. So while we were waiting for him, we sparked one up, and we just started to get a little high, and so long story short, he got there, we rolled up a joint, and we got fucking baked out of our minds. Like, alright, here's the funny part. The he forgot to bring the keys to the car, or to the truck, and the truck's windows were open. So we thought we were gonna hotbox it, but then we couldn't because the windows were open, right? But it was in his garage, and his garage was closed. And we didn't realize how much we smoked until the end of it. Like, we were inside of the car, and it was like me and two of my friends, and then two other girls we brought along, just to and yeah. So by the time we were done, the plug had already left. He just told us to fucking leave the door open. Yeah, he said to close the door behind us when we leave. And so it was the end of it, and we looked around in the truck, and we saw no smoke. It was pretty dark. Keep in mind, it was like around 9 p.m. Like when this happened, it was late. It was pretty fucking late. And so he left. We got high a little longer. And fucking alright. So we looked around in the truck, and we saw no smoke. So we're like, oh, this was a failed hotbox attempt. We were about to leave. So we all got out of the truck, and we turned the lights on, and the fucking garage was hotboxed, like legit. He has a pretty big garage, keep in mind. And we fucking hotboxed the garage on accident. Like, oh my fucking god, that was like one of the best things I've ever seen, G. Like, no fucking joke. So we left. We left the door open for a bit, to let all the smoke leave. And then we started walking. And the girls dipped. They went another way, and me and my niggas were walking another way, back to my crib. And there's this tunnel by my house. It's right by the library. And it's not too big of a tunnel. Like, to be honest, I don't even know why it's there. But yeah, it's just like, I guess it's a little shortcut so you don't have to walk like an extra 100 feet to get around. And so, we were going through the tunnel, and one of my friends was like, yo, I need to take a piss. And I was like, right here. And he's like, yeah, G. So, I was like, alright. And remember, we're fucking baked at this point. Like, straight up, we were stoned, my nigga. And, he's like, I need to take a piss. So he started taking a piss, like, straight in the tunnel. While he's doing that, I look up, and I see 50, the 50, like, lights flashing by. And, I was like, yo, let's dip, because, obviously you don't want 50 to catch you fucking high as hell and pissing in a tunnel. So, we started running. We started running through the tunnel, and we got out. And then, like, just as we were about to, like, turn the street corner, and we'd be, like, out of sight of the tunnel, fucking, guess who comes out of the tunnel? 50. And it's just one officer and shit. But, like, here's the amazing part. You know, we're getting to the amazing part. Or I'm getting to the amazing part. All right. So you know, he's like, hey. He was like, hey. You know, I was planning on running. I wasn't planning on sticking around for that. But my friends, they didn't run. So you know, we were baked as fuck, and I was scared because I had about like fucking 8 grams of weed on me at that point. You know, to for a little bit for myself for later, and like straight up 8 grams of weed on me, and holy shit, bro. So we stopped and we waited for the officer to come talk to us, and he pulled out his flashlight, and instead of shining it in our faces, because we had no eye drops, like straight up our eyes were redder than the devil's dick. But yeah, so he shined it like at our shoes, I guess, so he could get a better look at all of us, like so it wouldn't be like directly in our faces to make us uncomfortable. I don't know, but yeah. And he started talking to us, and he's like, "What were you guys doing?" And I was just like, "Oh, you know, my friend needed to stop to take a piss." And he's like, "In the tunnel?" He's like, "Really?" And we're like, "Yeah, sorry, he just really needed to go, and my house is still pretty far away." And like, I was trying to keep it together. Like, remember, I was baked out of my mind. You know, I was like trying to stand still instead of like swaying and shit. I was just trying to stand still, act sober. I looked to my left. One of my friends was just looking down with his hood up, swaying from side to side. And I looked to my right, and my other friend was just staring the cop in the eyes, like with a nervous look. Oh, it was amazing. But shit, that shit was scary because I thought for sure that we were gonna get cut. So yeah, so he's like, "Where are you guys coming from?" And I'm just like, "Oh, we're coming back from his house," and I pointed to one of my friends, and he's like, that one who pissed in the tunnel?" And we're like, "Yeah, we're still sorry about that." And you know, we talked for a little bit more, and he's like, "So where are you guys heading to?" And I was like, "Oh, we're just gonna go hang out at my house." And he's like, "What are you guys gonna do?" I was like, "We're just gonna play some video games and hang out." And he's like, "Oh, all right." And then after like a while more of talking, you know, he was just like, don't let me catch you pissing in tunnels again, and don't run from the police." Because I guess he knew that we fucking sprinted across that tunnel. And then, you know, like, straight up, I don't know how we didn't get caught. Maybe he knew that we were fucking high as hell. And maybe he was just a fucking nice cop, or maybe he was just stupid as fuck and like didn't see. Cause yeah, let me tell you, we look fake. So, you know, he turned around and he just fucking left. And you could see like other officers in the tunnel, like fucking poking their heads out. And then he was just like, you could overhear him just saying, "Yeah, it's all good, it's all good." And as soon as we turned that corner and we broke side of the tunnel, nigga, we sprinted. We ran back to my house and we smoked like another gram. Shit, that was fucking interesting. That was an interesting ass day. But yeah, I guess that's the end of this life story. I got plenty more. Trust me, I've had a pretty interesting life. Not to sound like a douchebag or anything, but you know, growing up in some hood parts gives you that, not being a douchebag, but some life stories. Alright, well, I guess that's it. See you later, my Wolfpack.